So, how many of you guys know the actual price of an average vacation? According to USA Today, that price is about $4,000. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to spend $4,000 on a simple vacation, especially considering I don't have a family that I'm raising yet. But I do like to go on vacations, so I actually instead will spend about $1,000 and go up to Green Bay, Wisconsin with my fiance. Even though I'm not a season ticket holder or anything, I make a point to try and make it up there at least once or twice to spend 3 or 4 days or even a week just to kind of get away. And through the history of Green Bay and, with the current information that I have, it's going to be my goal to educate this class and all of you guys on the city of Green Bay and to kind of share a little bit of history on the Green Bay Packers. Now, as I said before, each year I make it a point to go up there at least once or twice. And with that, I've got some insight onto what's popular, and I'd like to share that with you guys. Uh, First of all, just because Green Bay has the Packers doesn't mean that it's only a tourist place during football season. And there's a lot of great places that you can go there during the summer and spring that are really really fun actually. Things like the Bay Walkway, Bay Beach Amusement Park, the Bay Square Mall, and the Railroad Museum. The Bay Walkway is a trail that is also known as the Fox River Trail. It goes right next and it runs right parallel with the Fox River, which goes from the bay to Lake Winnebago. You can look it up on a map and see right there in Green Bay. And it actually walks that way and goes all the way from Green Bay to Greenleaf. And along the path, you can stop, take some pictures, and the river is really pristine. It's really, really, really cool, especially like picnic and stuff like that. And just north of that trail is the beach to the bay, and on that beach is where there is the Bay Beach Amusement Park. Obviously, that's where they get the name. And it's great for kids, especially younger ones. You can take them out there. They can go on little roller coasters. It's kind of like Six Flags, or I guess you guys would be more familiar with Kings Island. Maybe it's kind of like that. Um, Maybe just a little bit smaller. And after you take the kids there, obviously if you have kids or anything, you can take them there. Tucker them out a little bit, and then to kind of finish them off and get them really nice and ready for bed, just take them walking through the Bay Square Mall. It's a really big mall. I wouldn't say really big. It's pretty big. It's a couple stories, and it's the largest shopping center in Green Bay. They have all sorts of places where you can get Packers memorabilia. You can get things like Macy's, J.C. Penney, and then there's the guy store like Lids and Foot Locker and different stores like that. And you can take these kids walking around, and what's really cool is sometimes you meet some Packers players as you're walking through there. And sometimes the kids will consider all that stuff to be grown-up stuff, and to do something more with kids stuff, you can take them to the Railroad Museum. And this museum is really cool because it has all the old school steam engines on there. And the best part about this museum is once a year they have Thomas the Tank Engine, so you can actually take your little one who's in love with Thomas, and he can go and take a look at Thomas and see, what he is, how big he actually is, and take some pictures and everything. It's pretty cool. And all these things are things that you can do with the family, spring and summer, like I said before. And now to get to kind of the meat of what's going on is obviously the football season. That's where a lot of the fun stuff happens. And I want to kind of break it down into the separate categories. First category is going to be nightlife with restaurants and bars, and there are tons of restaurants. There's Brett Favre Steakhouse, Titletown Brewery, Chili John's, Girls East. Titletown Brewery and Brett Favre Steakhouse are like bar and grills. You go there, you eat, and they're really fun during the football season because you got Packers fans in there and you got different football fans that are in there, all watching games and chatting with each other. It's just a fun, jolly atmosphere. Especially Titletown Brewery, they brew their own beer, and it's really cool because they have an upstairs. It's kind of like a bar too. So you get the downstairs restaurant, upstairs bar. It's pretty cool. Then there's Chili John's and Kroll's. Now, Kroll's is separated into two. Chili John's is chili and burgers, and best chili I've ever had. Kroll's, their specialty is butter burgers, and I gotta tell you, the best butter burgers I've ever had. Now, these are all places with the family, and you know, obviously with football, there's going to be drinking. Uh, and so this is stuff that I want to kind of present to those who are over the age of 21. There's different bars. The two main ones are going to be Coach's Corner and Legends, and these are really cool because they're really famous. They're pretty cheap. You get burger, fries, and a drink for $6, $7 total. It's really nice. But really cool is Coach's Corner. You can get a shuttle to the field, to Lambeau Field, if you have tickets to the game. So you can drink, pre-game, and then go to the game and not have to worry about driving. And then after you've had all that fun with the food and the drinking and going out at night, then game day weekend comes, and this is where everything just becomes exciting. It's just pure excitement. And it starts and ends with tailgating. Tailgating is an experience that cannot be fully explained. And I can say you go there, you grill, you drink, you have fun with people. You're not going to understand it unless you go there. It's a lot of fun, and especially at Green Bay because there's Holmgren Way, which is a street full of bars and people, and you can go into these bars. There's a bar called a bar called Stadium View, and you get to go in there, drink, eat, have fun, and you spend like $1 for a burger and a beer, and it's really cool. A really good experience. You're high fiving Packers fans and fans of other teams, and it's an all out fun time. And even if you're not going, if you're not a bars kind of guy, and you've got like family, you can do what's lawn and lot tailgating, which means you can have your own food and drinks, soda and chips. You don't even have to have a beer or anything like that, and have fun tailgating. It's really cool. Now, if tailgating doesn't quite sound like what you want to do, or you're not 21, you can actually go to Limbo Field and have fun during game day as well and beforehand. And especially in the atrium and plaza, there's posters, statues, pictures, everything. You can take pictures, you can pose the people. A lot of time there are different players that are there. There's different people that'll dress up as players, and you can take pictures with them. One time I went there and Don Hudson was there. It was really cool. I didn't get a picture with him, but he was there. Um, and then there's the Packers Pro Shop, and with that Pro Shop, you can obviously go in there and buy any Packers memorabilia that you want: jerseys, hats, gloves, all sorts of things. It's pretty expensive, but it's pretty cool saying you went into the Packers Pro Shop, one of the biggest pro shops of all the NFL. And then the one thing that I would suggest doing the most of all is going on the stadium and champion store. And with this, you go through the entire stadium. You'll go through the atrium. You'll go up to the executive suites where you get to you see exactly how the big shots, the big wigs view the games. It's really cool. You'll go from there. You can go up to the roof of the stadium and yell down into the bowl and listen to the echo come back to you. It's so cool. And then after you're up there, after you've taken some pictures up there, you'll go all the way down into the basement where the tunnel and the locker room is, and you'll walk by that locker room and you'll go out the tunnel and they'll pump some crowd noise through the speakers right there, and it feels so surreal, and especially when you get out on the field. It's just an experience that you have to experience when you go to Green Bay, because you'll go out there up on the 50-yard line, take some pictures, and then head back into the atrium. Now then, once you're back in the atrium, there's the Packers Hall of Fame that you can see and take a look at, take some pictures. But if you go between now and April, it's going to be closed. It won't open up until next April. And then there's Curly's Pub, which is a restaurant and bar, and you can order food and go there, and they have a VIP section. And that is my favorite section because that is where I have met a few players, including um, Nick Collins. I have his autograph. I got him to sign this little mini helmet. And then Jarrett Bush, who was able to secure the game-winning catch against the Falcons game-winning interception against the Falcons last season, and also got one of the interceptions for the Super Bowl. Actually, so did Nick Collins. The two people that got interceptions on the Packers during the Super Bowl, I got their autographs. It's really cool. Anyway, this is the hat that he signed, and this is, you know, all pictures and stuff that I took while I was at the game. Now, obviously, there's going to be more that you can do in Green Bay, and to figure all that stuff out, you can go to www.greenbay.com, and there's some more ideas and stuff on there. There's coupons and all that, and but hopefully, through listening to the speech, you've gained a bit of an understanding on how the Packers have kind of helped out the city of Green Bay with the economics and allowing people to go there and spend money, and how that they and the city are intertwined and connected. And now you'll also have some insider knowledge on places to go, things to see, places to visit, and hopefully you decide to make a trip up to Green Bay. And if you do decide to make a trip up there, don't be shy. Don't hesitate to ask people for carpools. Green Bay fans are amongst the most friendly fans I've ever met. And, you know, obviously carpools save gas. The more the merrier. Anyway, thank you.